You weren't expecting it. Not today, not here. And yet, there she is, standing just a few steps away. Maybe she's laughing with someone else. Maybe she sees you and pretends she doesn't. Or worse, she looks right through you like you never existed. And in that exact moment, something inside you drops. Your chest tightens. Your thoughts start racing. Should you go say hi? Should you ignore her? Should you act like you don't care? Every option feels wrong, and the more you think, the worse it gets. Because this isn't just about seeing her, it's about what it does to your ego. Most men fail right here, not because they're weak, but because they react. They let that emotional surge take control. They become awkward, reactive, overly nice, or completely avoidant. And without realizing it, they give away all their power in a matter of seconds. But what if that moment, the one that feels like a loss, is actually your biggest opportunity? Today, you're going to learn something different. Something most men never understand, the unfazed framework. And once you see it, you'll never react the same way again. What I'm about to show you isn't guesswork, and it's not some surface-level dating advice you've heard 100 times before. This is rooted in psychology, how your brain and body actually respond in high-pressure emotional moments like this. Because here's the truth most men never hear. That reaction you felt, the racing thoughts, the tight chest, the sudden urge to either escape or prove something, that isn't weakness, it's biology. In that split second, your brain doesn't see her as just a person. It registers a threat to your identity, your status, your sense of control. And without asking for permission, your nervous system flips into survival mode. Fight, flight, or freeze. That's why some men try too hard. Some disappear completely, and others just stand there, stuck in their own head. But once you understand this, something changes. You stop judging yourself for the reaction, and you start seeing the moment differently. Because this isn't a Sluchini encounter. It's a test, not of your worth, not of your past, but of your composure. And the way you handle these few seconds silently communicates more about you than anything you could ever say. Now here's where most men lose without even realizing it. The moment they see her, everything shifts internally, and that internal shift leaks into their behavior. They look away too quickly, as if avoiding eye contact will somehow protect them. Or they do the opposite. They try too hard to be noticed, forcing a smile, adjusting their posture, suddenly becoming hyper-aware of how they're being perceived. Some walk up and act overly friendly, like nothing ever happened, their voice slightly higher, their energy slightly off. And then there are those who can't hide it at all. The tension, the jealousy, the subtle irritation that creeps into their expression. On the surface, these reactions might seem harmless, human even. But psychologically, they all communicate the same thing: loss of control. When your behavior becomes reactive, it tells her that your emotional state is still tied to her presence, that she still has influence over you. And influence, especially unearned influence, shifts the power dynamic instantly. Not because she consciously analyzes it, but because she feels it. Respect doesn't disappear in loud, dramatic ways. It fades in quiet, almost invisible moments like this. The moment you break your composure, try to impress, or reveal emotional instability, you signal that you're not centered within yourself. And once that signal is sent, it's almost impossible to take back. That's why this moment matters more than you think. So if reacting emotionally is what costs you your power, the real question becomes, what should you do instead? This is where most advice falls apart. It tells you to be confident or act natural, but in a moment like this, that's too vague. You don't need abstract ideas. You need something precise, something you can rely on when your mind is under pressure. That's exactly why I'm giving you a framework, not a trick, not a line, a system. There are 5 specific behaviors that, when applied together, completely change how you come across in that exact situation. Think of it as a mental and physical blueprint, how you manage your body, your energy, and your presence in real time. Because what you do in those few seconds doesn't just shape how she sees you, it reshapes how you see yourself. Each step builds on the next. Miss one, and the effect weakens. Apply them correctly, and something subtle but powerful happens. The dynamic shifts without you forcing anything, and here's the part most men never reach. The final behavior, the one almost no one gets right, is what completely flips the power dynamic in your favor. It's the difference between being remembered as just another guy and becoming the one she keeps thinking about long after you've walked away. The first 3 seconds decide everything. Not the conversation that might follow, not what you say later, but that initial, almost invisible reaction your body gives off the moment you see her. Before words, before logic, there is expression. And expression is what people feel. Most men lose control right here because they don't realize how fast this moment happens. The eyes widen just a little too much. The posture stiffens. The breath shortens. It's subtle, but it's enough. Your body has already told the story before you've had a chance to think. So the first rule is simple in theory, but powerful in execution. Control your initial reaction. Keep your face neutral, not cold, not forced, just steady. No exaggerated expressions, no sudden shifts. Let your features settle into a calm baseline, like nothing unexpected just happened. At the same time, slow your breathing down. One deep, controlled breath through the nose, letting your chest rise naturally, not sharply. This single action signals safety to your nervous system, pulling you out of that automatic fight-or-flight response. And then, most importantly, don't make any sudden movements. Don't turn away abruptly. Don't rush toward her. Don't freeze. Just continue as you were, as if your internal state hasn't been disrupted. Because in that moment, your body becomes the message. Your nervous system is always broadcasting, either tension or control, either reactivity or composure. And she may not consciously analyze it, but she will feel it instantly. The man who masters these first 3 seconds doesn't just look different. He feels different, grounded, unshaken. And that alone sets the tone for everything that follows. Once you've stabilized your initial reaction, the next signal happens almost automatically, yet most men get it wrong without even realizing it. Eye contact, not exaggerated, not forced, but intentional. The way you look at her in that moment communicates more than any words ever could. Because eye contact isn't just visual, it's psychological. It signals presence, awareness, and most importantly, emotional stability. When you meet her eyes calmly, even for a brief second, you're saying without speaking, "I see you and I'm unaffected." But here's the nuance. You don't stare. Staring creates pressure, and pressure feels unnatural. Instead, you hold eye contact just long enough to acknowledge her existence, then you release it naturally, like you would with anyone else. No rush, no hesitation, just a smooth, controlled exchange. Your face matters here too. Not a forced smile, not a blank stare. A relaxed expression, maybe a subtle hint of a smirk, something that reflects ease rather than effort. The key is that nothing about you looks like it's trying, because the moment you avoid eye contact entirely, the message flips. It signals discomfort, avoidance, even submission. It suggests that her presence has unsettled you enough to break your natural behavior, and that single signal can undo everything you're trying to communicate. But when your gaze is steady, brief, and effortless, it creates a different effect. It introduces a quiet confidence, a sense that you're grounded in yourself, not seeking approval, not avoiding tension. And that kind of presence doesn't need to be explained. It's simply felt. After that brief exchange of eye contact, the next thing you do matters just as much, even though it seems almost insignificant. Your movement. Most men hesitate here. They slow down, unsure of what to do next. Some stop completely, as if waiting for something to happen. Others suddenly change direction, pretending they were going somewhere else all along. And in that small break, that disruption in their flow, the message becomes clear. Their path just changed because of her. That's where the shift happens. Because movement isn't just physical. It represents intention. It shows whether you're guided by your own purpose or reacting to someone else's presence. And the moment your movement becomes reactive, even slightly, it signals that your focus has been pulled away from your own direction. So the rule is simple. Never break your movement. If you were walking, keep walking. Same pace, same direction, same rhythm. Don't speed up to escape. Don't slow down to linger. Let your body move as if nothing has interrupted your trajectory, because in reality, nothing has. This does something subtle but powerful. It communicates that your life continues, unchanged, that your time, your attention, your energy are not easily redirected. And that creates a sense of scarcity without you having to say a word. You're not chasing a moment, you're passing through it. And when someone sees that your path doesn't bend around them, it forces a different kind of awareness, not of what you're doing, but of who you are. A man who isn't searching for reactions, a man who simply moves forward. That consistency in movement becomes a quiet form of control. Up to this point, everything you've done is external. Your face, your breath, your movement. But none of it holds if your internal state is still unstable. Because no matter how controlled your actions look on the surface, Your energy will always reveal what's happening underneath. This is where most men struggle, not with what to do, but with how they feel. The moment they see her, they mentally elevate her. She becomes more than just a person. She becomes a symbol of the past, of missed opportunities, of validation they once wanted or still want. And the second that happens, your emotional balance is gone. You're no longer grounded. You're reacting to an idea, not a reality. So the fourth rule is about detachment. Not coldness, not indifference, but clarity. She is just a person, not above you, not below you, not someone who defines your worth or disrupts your state. Just another human being moving through her own life, just like you are. The more you normalize her in your mind, the less power she has over your emotions. This shift isn't something you fake. It's something you practice internally. You remind yourself that your value doesn't rise or fall based on who you see or how they respond to you. It comes from how stable you remain within yourself. And when that stability is real, everything changes. You stop seeking reactions. You stop needing closure. You stop assigning meaning to every glance or lack of one. You become neutral. And that neutrality is where your power actually begins. Most men think the moment ends when the eye contact breaks or when they pass by her. But that's not where the impression is sealed. It's sealed in how you leave. Because the exit is what lingers. If you hesitate, turn back, or try to extend the interaction unnecessarily, you dilute everything you just built. The calmness disappears, replaced by subtle neediness. And even if it's small, it shifts the entire emotional tone of the moment. What could have felt effortless now feels forced. So the final rule is about your exit. You leave the same way you entered, calm, composed, and without urgency. No rushing, no looking back, no searching for a reaction. You simply continue your path as if the moment has already served its purpose. Because it has. If there's a natural opportunity for a brief exchange, keep it minimal. A simple, "Hey, take care," delivered with a relaxed tone, is more than enough. No over-explaining, no trying to impress, no dragging the interaction beyond what it needs to be. The less you say, the more space you leave for interpretation. And that space is where the impact grows. Because when there's no clear emotional signal to latch onto, the mind fills in the gaps. She starts replaying the moment. Your calmness, your lack of reaction, the way you didn't seek anything from her. It creates a subtle tension, an unanswered question. Why was he so unaffected? That question becomes the residue you leave behind. And unlike forced conversations or emotional reactions, that kind of impression doesn't fade quickly. It lingers quietly in the background. Now shift the perspective for a moment, because what really makes this powerful isn't just how you feel. It's what happens in her mind when you don't react the way she expects. Most men, when faced with that situation, become predictable. They either avoid, chase, or try to prove something to. And over time, that pattern becomes familiar to her. She knows how to read it. She knows what it means. There's no mystery in it. But when you stay unfazed, something interrupts that pattern. At first, it creates confusion. Not dramatic, not obvious, but subtle. She expected a reaction, and it didn't come. No awkwardness, no emotional shift, no attempt to pull her attention back. Just calm presence. And then you're gone. That's where curiosity begins. Because now there's a gap between what she expected and what actually happened, and the mind naturally tries to close that gap. She starts replaying the moment, trying to understand it. Why didn't he react? Has he moved on? Did he ever care the way I thought he did? And without you saying a word, you've placed yourself back into her thoughts, not as the man who reacted, but as the one she couldn't fully read. And that difference matters. What you've just learned isn't about playing games or pretending not to care. It's about becoming the kind of man who isn't controlled by moments like these. The kind of man who doesn't get pulled into emotional reactions, but instead stays grounded, steady, and fully in control of himself. Because that's the real shift. You go from being reactive to being composed. From needing something from the moment to simply moving through it without losing yourself. And that changes everything. Not just how she sees you, but how you see yourself. When you master this, you stop chasing reactions, chasing validation, chasing closure. You don't need to prove anything anymore. You don't need to win the moment. You become the moment she remembers, the one she replays, the one she tries to understand, the one that doesn't fit into the usual pattern. You don't chase, you become unforgettable. If this resonated with you, subscribe to the channel, because this is just the beginning. In the next video, I'm going to show you exactly what to do when she reaches out after this kind of encounter. And trust me, if you handle that wrong, you undo everything you just built. Stay steady.